traders, Bob here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, April the 19th, 2021. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market on Friday. So, SPX, guys, again, continues this never-ending wave up here as it pushed to fresh all-time highs. Monthly chart still green here, continuing to work its way up. Weekly chart, again, this is week 2 above the upper Bollinger Band right here, and we're overbought now on the RSI. So definitely something to keep an eye on right here, but it doesn't mean, we talked about it last night, it doesn't mean we can't continue to stay overbought for a little while, right? We've seen it before 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and here we've 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then just sideways, and then more upside, right? So it is very possible right here, even with RSI overbought. It just gives us sort of a signal that, hey, things are, a little extended here, but we kind of knew that here for the last year. So anyway, SPX here, like we said, this wave could still be continuing, right? So we've got some pretty wild counts right here, but again, we're kind of seeing this move up right here. This last wave up here kind of gives us a 1, 2. It looks like we're in a possible continuing wave 3 right here. So even if we're gapping down here this morning, which we are a little bit here on the ES, it may just be a little bit of a pullback and then a viable dip here to continue to. That could be just a little sub wave 4 and then a wave 5 of 3, 5 of 3. As a never-ending wave could continue, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Of course, the big thing that we're looking at, is the to see if there is going to be any sort of like pullback or crash or anything like that, is our geometric lines, right? We've got a couple on here that are really important for us to kind of keep an eye on, right? We have this. And then we've got this bump line right here too. So I mean, once we get below those and confirm below those with increased volume here on the SPY and things like that, then we'll look to go here as we head into kind of a reaction line right there on the SPX. So definitely something to keep an eye on right there. Again, here's the SPY here this morning. Again, we had increased volume on Friday, right? It was option expiration day, all that happy fun stuff. We're basically just holding on to this geometric line right here, kind of down below it here this morning. So we'll see how that goes here going into today. S&P futures, let's take a look. So S&P was mostly choppy overnight. We gapped down initially, right, and then we ended up kind of grinding it up overnight, and we faded that closing gap right there. We just lost the geometric line here, but we bounced off of this geometric line right here. So we're still above the overnight lows, and we're basically just chopping in that range right now. So we'll see how that goes here today as we're just kind of back and forth here. But a quick little drop there below the geometric line, but not surprised to see that. So again, those are kind of the key levels right now. So we'll see how that goes here going into today. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this old geometric line and just kind of stretch it over right here and see how that holds going into today for the MES and for the S&P futures. For the Qs, guys, we got an old channel that we drew here in the bubble report the other day. So again, we broke above it, and now we're just going to see at the top of the channel holds its potential support right here. Yields are down a little bit, so from Friday, so we'll see how that goes going in today. Might help tech a little bit, and we'll kind of go from there. The IWM. Let's take a look. Struggling this morning, right? Lost its geometric line here Friday and then overnight in the overnight session. So let's see how that holds here today. We do have some potential support here below. I did not put that support area here in the bubble report, but just definitely keep an eye on that right there to see how that holds here for the IWM. So good stuff there. Let's see with the XLF again. A lot of big banks reported last week, kind of ticking a little bit lower here this morning. We got some more earnings on some smaller banks, things like that coming into this week, and then we got some other bigger tech names reporting, Netflix, things like that this week. So Intel's reporting this week. So it could be an interesting earnings week. There's not much on the economic front here today, but we'll see how it goes here today, and if the XLF can hold up. It's got some good levels below right here. It's kind of a nice congestion zone to see if it holds its support. If it does, we'll see if it gets strong and can support more of upside move in the market. So good stuff there. Let's take a look at the Apple here this morning. So Apple looking kind of interesting going into today. I've got an old signal zone right here, so I'm just gonna stretch this out into today's action. We bounced right off of it here the other day, so we'll see if that holds its support again. We're just kind of really tight range from Friday, so wouldn't be surprised to continue to see that chop until we can break out of one of these levels, either prior inside day high, right, or these lows right here. So we'll see how that goes. On Apple, let's take a look at Tesla this morning. So Tesla had some kind of sad news over the weekend. So we'll some disturbing news over the weekend, and so it's down on that, right? But I think probably more investigation kind of going to follow. Like apparently nobody was actually in the driver's seat when this happened, so who knows what was really going on at the time. So let's see how it handles it. Tesla's been pretty rough here recently. We've been bearish on it anyway, right? We're below the macro downward trend line right here. We couldn't break above. We've got a trend box right here. So if we did get above that with increased volume, we could be like, yeah, this thing's great. Otherwise, we've been talking about the potential for a zigzag down. Kathy's been selling shares. If it does continue to work its way down here, even if it has bad earnings, right, that could be another catalyst to get things going. We've got an open gap below right here, and then we'll see if that holds as support for Tesla and where we go from there. So good stuff, guys. A couple other things on the radar. Of course, Bitcoin down about 5. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.